Let's go to the complete summary of One Piece 1141. Ready? Then, let's go after the vignette. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and before the content, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. We are very close to 10,000 subscribers. It would be really cool if you subscribed here and helped us reach this goal, and that way you won't miss anything. Well, let's get to the video. The title of chapter 1141 says, An Older Woman. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 27 says, Ulti watches whose men beating up page 1 as she cries in rage. Beginning of the chapter. The chapter starts with Road and Nami bringing the giant guards back to the village in Svalar. Nami complains that there was no huge treasure in the castle. Road tries to calm her down, afraid that the guards might hear her words. Cut to Ripley and Frankie, who continue the tour of Treasure Tree Adam. Frankie comments that there are more things to see in the Adam Tree than he could have imagined. Ripley explains that giants live at the top of the branches of this gigantic tree, and each of them has a rich history associated with it. Suddenly, Frankie sees a huge branch of the Adam Tree that was cut down. We see the part still connected to the tree. Frankie says, "Wow, what is that?" Ripley says, "There was once a village named Haugen there. One day, lightning struck the village and set it on fire. The problem with these ancient branches is that once they catch fire, it doesn't go out. To prevent the fire from spreading, we had to cut off the entire branch along with the burning village." Frankie says, "That must have been tough. As legendary as Adam is, I guess this is inevitable for such an old tree." Ripley says, "We can say that lightning and fire are Elbaf's only weaknesses." Cut to the western village. Nami returns to the party and talks to a drunk Usopp. Usopp says, "Hick, Nami, where were you? And I don't see Luby and Roro anywhere." Nami says, "Don't know, probably exploring?" "Ah, I see. That's good." Jorel arrives at the table where Nami and Usopp are. Usopp says, "Hey, Jorel, check out our genius navigator here." Jorel says, "What a beauty." Usopp says, "Ah, you pervy old man, what's your type?" What's his bojaja, Mike? Type. An older woman. Usopp jumps and slaps Jorel on the head with a sword, which hurts Jorel a lot. Usopp says, someone like that would exist. You are the oldest in the wool world. Giants say, "Master Jorel!" Nami sits next to Jinbe, watching Usopp's drunken antics. She smiles, saying that coming to Elbaf was always Usopp and Luffy's dream. Meanwhile, Sanji notices that Gerd is absent from the party and starts looking for her. Cut to Road, who is bringing the giant guards for Gerd to treat. Gerd tries to ask what happened, but Road tries to hide the truth. In the end, Gerd ends up beating Road up. Lol. Cut to Luffy and Zoro, who are in the Underworld, and find Loki in critical condition. Luffy tries to free him, but the chains are made of kairoseki, and he weakens upon touching them. Zoro and Luffy argue. Zoro says, "It's not safe to release him yet. I need to talk to him first to know what kind of person he is." Zoro kicks Loki's wound, making him scream in pain. Zoro says, "Okay, so this wound isn't fake." Luffy says, "He's almost dying." Zoro says, "If he dies, it's because that was his fate." Luffy says, "Man, you're so cruel." Zoro agrees to free Loki, but keeps a shackle on his ankle. Luffy decides to go find Chopper, but since the Owl Library is far away, he suggests calling the village doctor. Zoro says, if the giants find out we are freeing Loki, we'll be banished. Luffy says, "I don't care, I'm calling a doctor." Luffy says, "Besides, we need meat. No one recovers without meat." Zoro points to the defeated animals near Loki. Zoro says, "You have plenty of meat there." Luffy, furious, says, "Never say that again. They are my friends. I'll go hunt something in the mountains." Zoro says, "Meat is meat." Luffy, even more furious, says, "You don't eat your friends." Zoro says, All right, my bad." Just as Luffy is about to head to the village, he hears something coming from the sky. Luffy and Zoro see Hajrudin and his crew, along with Sanji, falling into a Svalar. Hajrudin had heard everything from Road and rushed to stop Luffy and Zoro. But since they were in a hurry, they didn't use the normal elevator and descended onto the Svalar, which ended up falling due to the absence of an island cloud on the lower level. In an incredible double-page spread, Luffy uses Gomu Gomu no Fusen to help everyone. His body inflates to stop the Svalar, but the force of the impact sends everyone, except Gerd and Sanji, flying again. Hajrudin and his crew reunite with Luffy, injured, lol, and thank him, as a fall from that height would have been fatal. Hajrudin begs Luffy not to free Loki. Hajrudin says, "Please, Straw Hat, reconsider your decision to free Loki. You cannot trust him. He is cruel and treacherous. He is evil, an irredeemable villain. We have known him since he was a brat. If he told you something good, it's definitely a plan. He would kill a friend without hesitation. He is an enemy of the world." Zoro says, "It's too late for that." Hajrudin says, "Huh." In the absolutely epic final double-page spread of the chapter, Loki stands up, still with the shackle on his ankle. He looks furiously at Luffy, his face shadowed. Loki's size is colossal, making Luffy look like an ant beside him. The new giant warrior pirates are in shock. New giant warrior pirates say, "It's Loki!" Luffy says, "What?" He was supposed to be unconscious. Hajrudin stares at Loki as he grips his weapon with an evil smile. Hajrudin says, "Stop! Loki. Stay away from the RAGNIR." No break next week, yes. 3 consecutive chapters again. Oda Prime is back, and we'll have the chapter in scans this Thursday, and the official release is next Sunday. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell.